A Chicago icon turns 100 this year, and Geoffrey is here to tell us all about it in tonight's edition of Ask Geoffrey. Geoffrey, welcome back. Good to have you in the studio.
Here I am in the studio. It's
once
great.
again. So tell us, what impact did the Wrigley Building have on Michigan Avenue?
Well, when the Wrigley Building opened in 1921, it inaugurated this era of the Magnificent Mile. Now, some people today are saying that the Magnificent Mile is maybe not as magnificent as it's been with the closing of stores like Macy's and the Gap, the Disney Store, and more. But the Wrigley Building has stood the test of time. A little over a century ago, the street now known as the Mag Mile, lined with restaurants, stores, and historic skyscrapers, was little more than a country road called Pine Street, extending north from the smelly Chicago River, which was lined with docks, wharves, factories, and railroad tracks. But a transformation was about to begin with the opening of the Michigan Avenue Bridge, now DuSable Bridge, in 1920, followed just a year later by the Wrigley Building.
The area where we're standing right now would be an area that maybe you wouldn't want to be in because it would be at the heart of industry.
Right behind where the Wrigley Building is was a cheese factory, notoriously odorous, as you can imagine. Across the street, they made soap.
To many people, this must have seemed like a crazy place to build a gleaming skyscraper. But for chewing gum mogul William Wrigley Jr., it was a masterstroke by a master of promotion.
William Wrigley, was a man with a lot of energy. I don't know how he got everything done that he did, because he was running this company, which was a global corporation, but then he was also running a baseball team.
The Wrigley Building was the first skyscraper north of the Chicago River. Designed by architects Graham Anderson Probst and White, it was part of the City Beautiful movement, a style that grew out of Daniel Burnham's wildly popular, classically inspired White City at Chicago's 1893 World's Fair.
It's just what really appealed to people. Even though we were a relatively new country, still our beacon, what we were hearkening back to was Europe, right? And so we wanted those old styles. We thought that that's what showed importance.
The shiny exterior looks all white, but there are actually 6 slightly different shades of glazed terracotta tiles to draw your eye upward.
The bottom here, it's got a lot of blue in it, kind of a little bit darker. And then as it goes up, they add more and more of lighter color until right at the top, it's this shining white tower that's visible from far away.
A jog in Michigan Avenue gave shoppers and business people in the Loop an unobstructed view of Mr. Wrigley's building, like an all-white version of the Emerald City at the end of the yellow brick road. Encrusted in so much classical ornament, it seems like they ran out of room on the walls. Look at all the detail they put up here that no one can see from the street. We are on the roof.
At the top of that tower, you see a clock face, and that clock face is about 2 stories worth of the building itself, but it's fully electric. And so that makes it keep almost near perfect time, and it becomes this important way of Chicagoans being able to orient themselves.
And of course, it gave people another reason to look at Mr. Wrigley's building. The clock tower was inspired by the bell tower of the Seville Cathedral in Spain, originally a minaret when the cathedral was a mosque. So who sets the hands? Like who changes the time on the clock?
We have to do it the old-fashioned way with radios and making sure that we have somebody calling up and saying, okay, it's this time, what time do you see? And then we'll move it.
Above the clock was an observation deck. Each visitor got a piece of Wrigley gum. The observation deck was yet another part of Wrigley's strategy of using the building to promote his business almost subliminally.
Wrigley's name isn't on the building, but you can see his building pretty much anywhere in the city of Chicago. It just sort of stands out and dominates the landscape.
Mr. Wrigley even made sure the building would stand out after dark, lighting its exterior from day one.
There are lights across the river. So on Wacker Drive, Lower Wacker, we have lights. Across the street and the median, we have lights. We have partnerships with a couple of buildings because we have some lights on some rooftops.
The Wrigley family finally sold the building in 2011, but in the spirit of William Wrigley, the building's current owner has pulled out all the stops to celebrate its 100th birthday, including a promotional stunt Mr. Wrigley would likely have loved. The owners held a contest for 100 people to get married at the building. 370 couples entered the contest.
People really wrote these beautiful essays about what the building means to them. It's something intangible.
Today, the Mag Mile is once again at a critical point in its history. As more consumers shop online and major stores shutter their locations on the avenue, some say the iconic street needs to be reimagined.
I think what we're trying to look at now is what can we do that makes it more experiential? Like what's something that you can come down and not just go in and shop and buy something, but experience something.
Like the Starbucks Roastery or the Ice Cream Museum planned to open across the street in Tribune Tower, and proposed attractions in vacant stores based on Harry Potter and King Tut. But as Michigan Avenue adjusts, the Wrigley Building will continue to be a gateway.
It still remains like an important landmark here on Michigan Avenue that makes people like stand and look with awe and wonder.
It means something. It really means something. It means hope. It's a beacon.
And the building will continue its celebrations in November at the Magnificent Mile Lights Festival, Brandis.
And Geoffrey, you know, as the building's owners look to the future, they're also making the historic lighting more sustainable.
That's right. The lights that shine on the building take up a lot of power, and they are upgrading the lighting system. Now they're adding lights. There are 100 lights now. There are going to be 300 lights, but they are LED lights, so they will actually decrease the electricity use by 60 to 70%.
And I'm impressed that you weren't fazed by being up on that roof so high up, Geoffrey.
Oh, it was fun.
All right, Geoffrey Bear, thanks. Good to see you.
Good to be here.